You are the meanest person. He's like, "Hello, Murray, old and in the way." I'm like, "Oh,
Party crashers, grab a seat. Big Party and Molly are ready. This is the Big Party Show. Welcome to the Big Party Show.
Welcome to the Big Party Show. All right, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe wherever you listen and watch. And if you have anything for the show, you can always reach out to us at 402-915-0962. Or you can email us, bpscrasher@gmail.com. All right, let's do this. I just got back from Decorah, Iowa.
how was it?"
It was, that place is absolutely amazing. Molly, I had no idea. I've never been to a place like that. And it really does. I mean, it falls into a category of Colorado for us.
Really?
Yes, but just different. Basically what it is, and that's why we wanted to check it out, because it's on the, what would that be? It's just on the east side of Iowa,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a driftless area. And what the driftless area means is that it's back in the day, most of the Midwest had like huge glaciers, right?
Okay.
This is during the last ice age. This is a long time ago. Well, that's the reason why everything's flat. So there's
Okay.
a giant swath, not a giant swath. I want to say it's 16,000 square miles. It includes Decorah, Iowa, northeastern Iowa, parts of southeastern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northern Illinois. And they escaped that. They didn't get it. So basically what you have now there is
Mhm.
untouched area and land. So you get the steep wooded hills, like forests, limestone bluffs that are insane, deep valleys. There's cold spring fed creeks. The dogs love those. They're just everywhere. And then there's trout streams, waterfalls. I mean, the place is absolutely amazing. We stayed on this barn, a 100-year-old barn. There was no TV or anything. And it is amazing after you go, a few days without TV, how when you come home, you just don't do TV.
Yeah. You get out of the habit. So what were you guys doing? Were you playing games and stuff instead of watching TV?
And just kind of hanging out, and we walk the dogs left and right. So this place that we stayed, it had a lot of land. And we're not talking corn. And so basically they have trails all through this place that they mow the trail. And so it's going through forest and hills and all that stuff. And then we came up over a hill, and there was the flowers, by the way, flowers everywhere.
Oh, pretty.
Oh my God. I wish we would have got photos of the flowers. I was blown away by the flowers. There was a field completely filled right next door that we had walked by, filled with the same kind of flower. The whole field was nothing but these awesome yellow flowers.
Oh my God, you didn't get a photo?
No, because the storms, we're going to go the next day. We're only there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then the storms came, and so, yeah, so we were kind of limited on some, when we wanted to go out, because we wanted to go check out the Dunning Springs, and then also there's an ice cave there as well. And we checked out all that stuff, but, and then we, we went to we happened to go to a trout, fish hatchery.
Oh,
it's outdoor.
okay.
And then, I've never seen so many trout in my life. They're baby trouts.
Oh,
and they're all
guys?
in these little this little cement areas. And then as you go further down, I'm thinking all they have is baby guys. I went down further and I was like, oh my God, they're just giant trout that they just must release into the wild. I didn't know they let them get that big, to be honest with you. But I guess.
Are you able to fish?
No, you can't fish there. You can fish in the creeks and stuff, but you can't fish there. That's
no, not
you
there.
feed
But I'm
them.
saying, like, when you were on your trip, could you?
I had no idea there was trout, Molly. I had no idea there was trout there. I had no idea. I mean, I was blown away by the springs. I'm like, this is Iowa? You're kidding me. Just the water was so cold, because in the limestone, that's where all the cracks in the limestone, that's where all the water's coming from. And it's just waterfalls and springs and everything. I didn't know there was trout there. Honestly, I didn't. So I didn't bring a pole. I don't even know how to fish for trout. I don't know how to do the The fly
Oh,
fishing.
do you have to do the fly fishing for trout? You
You
can't
don't
just do
have
the line
to.
fishing?
You don't have to, but it just looks cool. I remember I
Oh.
tried one day to see if I can learn how to do that, but there's nowhere in Omaha. Maybe it's changed. There's nowhere in Omaha that teaches you how to fly fish.
Okay.
And mainly
Yeah.
because of the fact that there's no trout. You can
Gotta have a lot of room.
There's trout at two rivers, but that's a different story. Those are just river trout, not river trout, but the lake trout that they stock in there. These are different. I mean, yeah, I came back refreshed, and the reason why we went there is because I've heard about it. One time I Googled it. I was like, "Is there waterfalls near us that we can go check out?" And then it said Dunning. It said Decorah, Dunning Falls or whatever it's called. And then I was looking at pictures. I'm like, God, that's amazing. Why are there so many waterfalls over there? I had no idea it was going to be like what it was when I got there.
That's really cool.
And the people in the town of Decorah are so stinking nice. They're all nice. That's the thing about Colorado people. Small town nice is what it is. Everyone's on the trail nice. And we took the dogs there because we wanted to take the girls on a trip and see if they could make it and enjoy the trip. You know what I mean? Normally we just board them somewhere, but we've always wanted to take them somewhere, and they did excellent.
They did. They're all right. So wait, so at night, what did you do without television? I mean, how bored were you?
Oh, we weren't bored. No, not at all. No, once you find out.
What'd you do all night?
We would jump. I mean, honestly, we'd jump on the phone, and do that stuff.
You still had internet and
we
stuff,
had
so you
Wi-Fi.
could still so you could still scroll and do whatever.
Yeah, and we just kind of hung out and we listened to. Ready for this? There was an old timey radio in there. I mean, it was the oldest radio I've ever seen, and I'm like, that's obviously just for looks. Remember, this is 100-year-old barn that they redid,
right?
And there were deer heads. On the walls. Tequila was like freaked out for a minute, because and it wasn't a giant place.
Okay.
It wasn't a giant place at all. And so, so there were deer heads on the wall and all kinds of weird stuff. I got videos that I'll show you. It was a magical place. I know that sounds weird.
No, it doesn't. It's really cool when you uncover something small and like unheard of like that. I mean, because once the word gets out, it really changes a place.
Yes, and I didn't want to post anything, especially of the barn, because I remember when I went to Colorado and we found Chippy.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it went viral and everybody knew about it. Yeah,
well, everybody wanted to know about it, and I was like, Chippy. Basically, people, if you didn't know, Colorado was a chipmunk. That was our friend. As crazy as that sounds.
No, but he was really cute.
Yeah, he would crawl on our legs and we can hand feed him. I made a tinfoil hat for him, like a baseball cap. I put a cape on him. I found a towel when we were hiking, this green towel, and I picked it up. I'm like, it's trash. It shouldn't be out here in the wild. And I decided one night when it was raining to make a cape for Chippy. Yeah, and then I lined the outside of his hat with this green towel, so it looked like a perfect little hat. I wish I had a photo right now of this thing, but yeah. So anyway, I got back and everybody saw the videos of this chipmunk and how tame he was, and then everybody wanted to go stay there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I never told anybody where it was. And then we went back because I kind of did the timeline of how long this chipmunk was there.
Right.
By reading
how long chipmunks live.
Well, like I went into the book that was at the property. You can sign a book, and I looked back into when someone finally said, "This is Chippy."
Okay.
We named him Chippy, and so I'm like, all right. So this is the first entry. It was X amount of years ago. How long do they live? And so we did the math. I'm like, oh God, he's going to be gone here probably within the next year because he's that old. And so what happened was we were like, well, let's go back and say bye to Chippy at least. So we went back. We went back.
Let's go say our final tour of Chippy. You're like, you met him once, and now all of a sudden you're like planning a whole trip to like go back, and you're like, we got to say our goodbyes.
It was more than once. It was twice because we took the boys back. As a matter of fact, when we took the boys back there with us, that's when I did the research because I'm like, all right, Chippy's still here. So anyway, we decided to go back. We go back, and we can't find Chippy anywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, this sucks. But what happened was all these other chipmunks, because I remember when we would be friends with Chippy and doing stuff, would be sitting in the distance watching or running around,
Mm-hmm.
What happened was these chipmunks took over. Now they're all doing it. They're all hanging out. They're all just, it's like pests now. Now they're pests. And
they learned
to be tame or domesticated, however you want to put it. So anyway, I'm like, these guys suck. They're not even as friendly. They're just sharks, man. They're just rats in the wild now. And then all of a sudden, Chippy showed up, and it was amazing because he was.
And you can tell the difference between him and everybody else.
Yes, you can tell the difference. Chippy actually was getting gray hair and old. It was the craziest thing. I'm like, oh my God, that's Chippy. And then Chippy did his thing with us, and the other ones would chase him off sometimes. But then he'd come back, and so he looked like an old man. Yeah. And then I was like, that was it. That was it. So we said bye to Chippy, and we left. And then I got a hold of the owner of the property and said, hey, Chippy, it was weird, and I kind of explained a little bit. She said, yeah, I think what happened is that we had a couple guests stay there, and they traumatized Chippy, because you got to let animals do their thing, especially if they're domesticated. You can't be picking them up and grabbing them and doing all this stuff. And so that's what happened. So Chippy got traumatized somehow. Yeah, somehow, and didn't trust humans as much anymore, I guess. And then those little buddies that were watching him, learning from him, became the problem in our lives. And then we never went back. That was the end of it.
Bye, Chippy. Bye, nice place. Wouldn't you ever go back to that? Wouldn't you ever go back to that space again?
I do love it, but they don't allow dogs there. And that's where we want to take it. That's our favorite place. It's Grand Lake, Colorado. And also the thing about Grand Lake is that basically there's Estes Park on one side of the entry to the park, Rocky Mountain National Park. So that's where people would go to. Obviously, they gravitate to Estes Park, and Estes, that area is just so many people. It's like Disneyland, 1 billion people.
It gets crazy.
So they go up through the park, and then they come out at the end of it and generally just turn around and go back. Well, what people weren't realizing that if you just go further down a little bit, there's this nice little town called Grand Lake. And I think it's the deepest, it's not a man-made lake. It's the deepest lake in Colorado. It's so deep that there's ice at the bottom near it. But anyway, yes, and there's only two ways there. There's one way in, there's one way out. That's it. You have to just go up or you come out through the mountains. But anyway, there was hardly anyone around. There were just people that knew about it. And then as we would go back, we noticed more and more people.
That's what ends up happening.
More and more people. Then it was just like too much. So we haven't been back since. I don't even know what it's like. But that's because we want to take the girls with us. And that's kind of what the test was. To see if they can do
can they travel? And
can they travel?
They can.
They traveled fine. Tequila doesn't like anything wet, and she was running around in the waterfalls and everything. It was a magical trip. Decorah, Iowa. Who would have thought? Decorah people.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the fact that that's the girls' first trip too.
Yeah.
So I mean, now you know. It's so interesting. Dog people, how they travel with their dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a thing.
It is.
Where, if you talk to people, they're like, no, if they don't take dogs, like, we're not going to go, which is just so wild.
Yeah, I don't.
As somebody who doesn't own a dog, to think like I already am like accommodating for my kids. So like the idea of like adding in a fur animal, like a fur baby to that, I just think like my mind would, I don't know what I would do.
Well, the thing is that, I mean, we, obviously love our dogs. We don't travel with them. We just wanted to see if we could, if we wanted to. Because when we board them or when we have somebody stay and watch them, I mean, boarding them is like $300-$400 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. Talk about a business.
No kidding. Good God. Wow. In the wrong business. You're like, your dog can hang out here for $500. Jeez.
And if you're looking for a good place, it's Katie's Kennel. All right, just look up Katie's Kennel because she has areas where the dogs just run free and within a fenced area. And they wear them out, and then by the time Remy and Tequila get back, they would be sleeping for 2 days.
Oh, really?
And
They're just that wiped?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they're just running around. They run around, go to sleep, run around, go to sleep, run around. That's all they do the whole time, and just play with other dogs outside.
Now, like on the flip side, I have a cat, and there are times where it's like we've been gone for like a week.
Yeah.
And our neighbors will, check in and feed Murray. And I mean, they'll go the entire week. They're like, we didn't see him once.
Yeah.
His food was gone. We never saw your cat. And I've cat sat before.
Yeah.
Where I've gone in and like, you never see the animal that you're watching. Which is like just been it. But like, you're like, the food's gone. So somebody lives here. Either somebody is moved in and is eating the food, aka a rat, or the cat's still alive and just somewhere hiding in the house.
Yeah, I know. I was the same way with my dad's cat. Never saw the cat, but the food was always gone. You know,
they're so sneaky.
Yeah, and isn't that weird that they don't want to
have a house? You're like, it's so big. Like, where are they? I mean, it's not like it's this big animal, and they find hiding places that you'll never find them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, even if you own them, but like, even if they're your pet, you're like, I don't know where he goes. It is. So now that Murray's getting older, he hangs out on this one patch of the hallway, like where you can see up the stairs and down the stairs. It's like a landing, and he likes to be there because he can see traffic going both ways. But it's like, I have to constantly brush the carpet because it just gets like, you can just tell where his spot is because it's just hair.
Okay. Like a hair nest.
Yes. Just like, there's his spot. Like you can just, you're like, if you ever wanted to know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's his thing. So now Peter's like, calls him old and in the way. I was like, you are the meanest person. He's like, hello, Murray, old and in the way. I'm like, oh, how dare you? He's like, he is. He's going to get stepped on. I'm like, where he's at. Like, just walk around him. He's like, why should I have to walk around the cat?
Yeah.
I was like, because he's not going to move.
Yes. Hey,
he's like in the middle of the landing. Like, you do have to like walk over him or walk around him. Like, he's not tucked away. He's like right there.
Mm-hmm. In his hair nest.
In his hair nest.
Hey, back to school's happened. I mean, I'd left town and came back to kids everywhere again. And I was thinking, now it's all about that carpool queen out there. If you're listening again and you didn't have a chance to listen, you've missed a lot. We've missed you guys, of course. So now that you're dropping off the kids and picking them up, you can check out the podcast and tell everybody. And also, kids are in school, and also, so is your skin. All right. So Refresh Med Spa, I was thinking about that. It's like they have the summer skin reset going on right now. And now you have a little more time with your kids in school to get to pamper yourself.
To take care of you.
Yeah, so give them a call. It's 402-416-9046. They do free consultations. They're not going to talk you into something that you don't want. They're going to not make you sign up for these programs that a lot of these med spas do. Also, go online at refreshlincoln.com. I've had a hydrofacial done.
Which is great. And they recommend that for the end of summer. That's like the great way to like reset your skin before going into fall. I mean, once the pumpkin spice gets released, we're all gearing up for the colder weather.
Yes. Cold, dry weather, too. Oh, my God.
Fingers crossed about dry. Man, Chicago has gotten hammered the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Just absolutely.
With dryness?
Up. No, I mean, just torrential rains, tornadoes.
We're getting them, too. I drove through it.
A house exploded.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
I drove through it, Molly. I know you've driven through storms before coming back. It's 5.5 hour trip, by the way, from Omaha. And I saw that storm was coming through, and man, driving towards it, then it got just, you couldn't even see through. And so we had to take a left on like 380 or something like that. I don't know the roads there. And we're able to dodge it the big one that was coming through, but that was like end of the world stuff.
Yeah, it was bananas.
You know?
So I work, downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
In a huge skyscraper, and the fire alarm went off. Like they were evacuating people to the basement because of the tornadoes that were coming through.
Really?
But we all work in a newsroom. We're like, we're going down with the ship because we're the ones that are like on the air. Yeah. So we were all like the newsroom. I mean, they came in, they're like, you can leave if you want to. And all of us were like, we're here. I mean, how else are people going to get information? I mean, it's changing all the time. It was coming through so fast and tornadoes were landing and people were going without power. So we were wall to wall on air, giving all of the weather and the updates as they were coming in. But yeah, it was crazy. Like the lights are going, like the flashers, and people are leaving the building, or like leaving the floor. We're all just like, here we are.
Oh my
to
God.
the bitter end.
That's scary. You're at that.
We were laughing. We're like going down with the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was it was everybody else was, except for whoever was on air. We all stuck around.
Well, you guys
and somebody was like, are we allowed to leave? And I'm like, they came in. I mean, you can leave. It's not like they were like, you have to stay. I mean, the CEO came in and was like, you can go. And we're like, I mean,
whatever. We're going to be the news here. We did get a text message. I hate that there's so much pumpkin spice and not enough pumpkin pie flavored foods and drinks during the fall.
Yes.
I never thought of that.
So that's the nice thing about the, and I wonder if Scooters has something or other people have something, but like Starbucks has this cold brew where it's a pumpkin cold brew, and it does have pumpkin. I mean, it is. Yeah. So it really does taste like you are eating a slice of pumpkin pie with coffee. It is delicious. And I get so excited for that to come out. Like, I'm not a pumpkin spice person either. Like, I don't necessarily think it tastes that great. But this new pumpkin cold foam they've got, oh my God. I'm like, extra foam, please.
Yay. I have a coffee maker at home that takes beans.
Okay.
Right. I only drink bean coffee now. I normally try all these other coffees, and I went to Sam's Club when I needed coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a bad experience at Starbucks once with their coffee because I just drink coffee.
And it had grounds in it.
It had grounds at the bottom, and I didn't know this because I don't go to Starbucks. And then I thought, this is how they make their coffee. They make their coffee with grounds in it. That's the reason why people like it, but I don't like coffee like this, so I will never go back and drink coffee. And then I found out from you that's not the case.
No, my coffee maker died.
Oh no!
But and I got beans.
What I was going to say, I got beans, Starbucks beans. I'm going to try now.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Are they? Okay, good. Mm-hmm. I got that. So
they're
wait,
dark roast.
Your car. What's going on with your coffee maker, bro?
It died.
Oh my God!
It died. Like seriously, like I can't even. And I was trying to think. Peter's like, "How long have you had that? Was that from our wedding?" And I'm like, "It wasn't from our wedding, but it is at least 12 years old."
Wow.
And it finally, like, it all of a sudden the light went on and it was like, you need to clean me. And I've never seen that light before. I was like, clean you? Like, how do you? So I like pulled out the directions. I was like, is this a thing? They're like, yeah, you're supposed to clean your coffee maker. I'm like,
I didn't know that either.
Okay.
Remember, we've had ours for a long, long time too. And it automatically grinds at the top.
Okay.
Right. And then I looked in the back where the water goes, and there was like this stick sticking in there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what is that? And
it's a filter.
I pulled it out, and I'm like, oh my God, that is a filter. Mm-hmm. This is like 15 years old. And so I'm like, oh my God. And I went to Wileen. I said, Wileen, did you know there's a filter in this thing? And she said, yeah, there's a replacement filter in the cabinet.
You're like, well, that is good to know. Every 15 years, whether it needs it or not.
So what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I have to buy a new one.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
exciting.
like I'm going online, and I'm looking, like last night. So this just happened.
Okay.
So this was the first morning I woke up, and I have a stovetop coffee maker.
Okay.
It's like from Italy. It's like the one where you put water and grounds in the bottom and then it percolates up into the top, but like you make it on the stove.
Oh,
and I get
those
this
are fun.
Text from my husband. I get this text from Peter. He's like, what are you burning down there?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I'm making stovetop coffee. He's like, it smells like you burnt popcorn. It's like, that is coffee.
Delish.
That is not.
Yeah.
He's like, we have, and this is us texting. He is upstairs and I am on the first floor. Like, this isn't even. He's
So
like,
it's a percolator.
there's a Starbucks a block away. I'm like, I didn't want to leave home.
Yeah. I love
So I made this on the stovetop, and it is not the same.
I love it like
isn't.
that because I have a camping percolator that I take with me. I love percolator coffee. I just love it to death.
I think it'd be fine if I had like espresso beans.
Okay.
But I like really dark coffee, and this didn't come out as dark as I like it. So it's like weaker than I would normally make my coffee. So that's kind of why I don't like it. But it was wild. Like I had it in a cabinet, and I was like, I know I have that thing. And like the directions were tucked inside the little carafe, and I was like, perfect. So I pulled it out and made it this morning because like when I plug in the coffee maker, it doesn't even turn on. Like it died. Something happened when I cleaned it, and it just shut off. Like whatever computer chip in it just died.
It's another children's book.
Oh my God. Sad little coffee maker. Well, now I'm like, what do you do with it? Just
throw it
in
away.
The trash? It seems so.
Just toss it. Put it on the side of the road and see what happens. See if anybody grabs
that's
it.
Just mean. Somebody's like, woo, coffee maker. I get home, plug it in. They're like, dang it.
I'm excited for you to get a coffee maker. Are you kidding me? Think about this. Now you get to upgrade. Now you get to upgrade your coffee maker. You can get a cool one that does espressos and does the foaming and all that fun stuff. No,
because I'm cheap. I'm like looking at these. I was like, how much? Some of those that you get where they've got those, they're like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, mine was a lot. We went to a Sandals, right? And Wileen, that's when she was drinking coffee, and they had this coffee machine that had beans in it. And basically, it just makes beans. I mean, that doesn't make beans. It just makes coffee from the beans. It grinds it. It self-grinds. Yeah. And so when we came back, we loved it so much. We're like, let's find one of those, but not that size, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I found. I found the one that we have, and it is excellent. It was $150 maybe or something like that. But you know what? Pure joy. That thing is just pure joy. I love it so much that I have backup ground coffee just in case I run out of beans, and then I'm miserable. I'm just like miserable with my coffee because now I have to go old school,
Does it have a frother on it?
No, it doesn't. No, I don't drink a lot of those type of drinks, but I would get, if I was to have to upgrade because it broke, I would probably get something like that.
I mean, I'm looking at these, and it's just, they're a lot of money.
Yeah.
I can get a $19.99 Mr. Coffee. It's the saddest looking thing ever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I won't go that cheap on account of the fact that I love coffee. Like, it'd be one thing if I wasn't a coffee drinker and I'm like, I just need one like for every once in a while. I use that thing. Like, I have used that coffee maker every day for 12 years, barring being gone for vacation. And sometimes more than once a day.
Yeah.
So I need something that, like, I can't go cheap. Like, I need something that's really going to last.
I say you go all in, go all in. Why go cheap on a coffee maker? I would, or at least find your happy medium.
Yeah, I might have to find my happy medium. I just don't know if I deserve or if not deserve. I don't know if
deserve.
I don't know if I deserve. I'm so self-sacrificing. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, if I drink enough espresso drinks to warrant getting like the coffee maker and espresso maker. You know how they have like the two?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I would be like, the thing is that the availability is what it is. It's now you can, I don't know.
You're good at treating yourself.
Treat yourself. Yeah.
I'm terrible at it.
Like, you can be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to make an espresso today, and you can have that and chill out, and you don't have to run somewhere,
It's true.
You don't have to go anywhere to get those special drinks. Now you're the creator. Now you're the barista.
Barista. It is me, barista.
Now you're the barista. So yeah, I would upgrade. All right, people. We're gonna roll out of here. That's gonna do it for the Big Party Show. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe wherever you listen or watch. And if you got something, you can call or text us at 402-915-0960. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you at the next one, and remember to do yourself good.